Welcome back to my channel. Whose channel? It's my channel. From Mantles to Modern, I'm back with another recap of some Facebook purchases I made recently. And every once in a while you get really lucky and you find that guy who is selling cards a little at a time, a bit at a time. And I met up with him twice and made some purchases. I'm going to show you all the cards I bought from him, plus another purchase from another seller on Facebook Marketplace at the end. So without any further ado, let's take a look at some of the names of cards I bought. Number one here is a 1963 Don Drysdale of the LA Dodgers. Him and Sandy Koufax go back to back as quite the dynamic duo on the pitching mound. There's going to be some prices, I think, on most or all of these cards. Ignore the prices. I bought a whole bunch. So the price obviously goes down when you buy a lot. At least it did with this guy, and I appreciate that from him too. So that was the first card. Here's the second card, 1963. It's Jim O'Toole. Not a Hall of Famer, just a common card, but look how beautiful this card is. This card was well taken care of by the owner, who is just, he's at that age where he just wants to sell his cards. So he puts up 3 or 4 or 5 at a time, and I tell him I need the first 2, and then he posted another one a few more days later. I said I need 3 of those, and so we met up twice. Here's another big name from the Dodgers. It's another Drysdale card. This is 1963, like I said. Another very fine example of this card. It certainly is a little bit off-centered, but beautiful card. These cards have no stains, no surface issues, no edge issues. The corners are fine. All these cards I need for my sets. Here's a Warren Spahn. This is the All-Star card, National League. There with the Milwaukee Braves. Again, look at the corners up there. Look at the centering. Very nice. These cards are almost too nice to put in my album for my set, because where I think the cards are good in my album, they're probably not this good. So this is just going to increase the overall value of the set, not just because of who I'm adding, but because these cards are really, really good cards. All right, we have Yogi Berra here as well, New York Yankees. It's a little bit off-centered top to bottom, and but left to right looks pretty good. It's got one bad corner on the left there, as you can see as I tilt it. But the price on this was just $25 Canadian. So probably got it for around 20 at the end of the day. So certainly will fit into my album with all the other cards I've got. These cards are not going to be graded or sent away. I'm not selling them. These are long-term holds. Obviously, the 63 set is one of many sets I'm building. And here we go. Also, okay, this is actually the second version of this card I have. The first Hank Aaron All-Star card was really beat up. This one's in a ton of a lot better condition. And this one's going to replace the one that I bought probably 2 years ago. That's really creased and bad edge wear. So this is actually a huge step up in the Hank Aaron card number 393, the All-Star outfielder for the National League. And you can see the $100 there price tag, but ignore that because I got a deal. All right, that takes care of that card. What's the next one coming up? Looks like we're moving on to 1961, and here is a Stan Musial. Another card I didn't have for the 61 set. There is Stan the Man with the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, it's got one bad corner in the top right, but the other 3 corners are really good. Card is nicely centered. Probably no stain on the front, no stain on the back. Let's flip it over and take a look. And there you see. You see his stats there. It's part from his 1 year of military service in the 1940s. So that's the first 1961. Let's see what other ones I picked up. And it's going to be actually a 1960 Frank Robinson horizontal card with the red legs, I think they were called back in the day. So there's Hall of Famer Frank Robinson. One slightly dinged corner there in the top right corner. That one's not much better. And just cleaning off the top loader. And there's the bottom of the card. Nice corner there. There's the Redlegs logo. And there's the fourth corner in the back. Looking very good. Actually, when I was in Cincinnati for a baseball game 2 or 3 years ago, I got myself one of those Redlegs bobbleheads that they were giving away at the ballpark. All right, that's Frank Robinson, 1960. Got a couple more before I get to the big ones that are hiding under the white and the other sheet of paper you see in front. Here is a World Series, 1959 World Series photo. In the 1960 set, someone called Neil steals second. The Sox beat the Dodgers in game 1, 11-0. What a thumping the Dodgers took right there in that game. Card number 385. See, that price is a whole lot better. There's a $10 price tag on that one. Just taking a look at the Nellie Fox I see there, and Ted Kluszewski. Yep, was probably quite the series to watch in 1959 between these two teams. I do have another World Series card, and this is from game number 5, and I think it was a 1-0 win. Let's just zoom in here. Yes, 1-0 Sox. Sox, another victory over the Dodgers. Lewis swipes base. I'm not too sure which Lewis he is, or the photo is referring to. That might be Pee Wee Reese there, retrieving the ball thrown from the catcher. Could also not be Pee Wee Reese, not too sure. There's no number on the photo on the jersey. And on the back there, you see, of course, the game score and the $10 price tag, which is darn good to me. $10 or less on these nice World Series recap cards from 1959. I wonder if those are the only cards that are vertical in the whole set, because most if not all of the player cards are horizontal in 1960. All right, I'm pointing to which of the final 3 I'm going to show you. Is it going to be on the left, the right, or the middle? Certainly going to be the middle last. Let's take a look at this first card. I'm going to bring down the white covering. Can you tell which card it is? Zoom in a bit closer. It's got a little bit of damage on the edges and corners. Pittsburgh Pirates, you gotcha. It's Roberto Clemente, Bob Clemente's card from 1963. And I got a really good deal on this card because of the condition it's in. Did I pay $100? No. $75? No. $50? No. $25? No. I got this card for around $15 to $20 Canadian. I'll take that any day. And the second card I'm going to show you now is, what am I doing with this card now? I'm going to take it out of the old penny sleeve. I'm going to probably put it, and taking it out, closer inspection. No surface issues, no creases, just the edges and the corners. And right there by the name Bob. So somehow it got nicked there, but the back is nice. Excuse me. Bob's lucky number is 3. 3 triples, what, in one game? Wow. All right, let's get to the next card. Next card is not the same year. It's not 1963. It's going to be another year. Let's just do the nice reveal. It's a horizontal card, so it's probably 1960. It's got some edge and some surface damage or wear. And look at that. It's another Bob Roberto Clemente card, 1960 with Pittsburgh Pirates. I bought this card with the one you just saw for exactly the same price. Now this one, of course, has a lot more damage than the one I just showed you. Let's just flip it. Oh, take a look. What am I doing? I'm going to take it out of the top loader and have a closer inspection. And here it is. So it looks like it was probably taped up to someone's wall or in a binder or a book one time or another, but why not? It's Bob Clemente. It's the great Puerto Rican, 3,000 hits, Hall of Famer, multiple All-Star game participant, World Series winner. So it looks like it was taped top and bottom somewhere at one time or another. And to flip it over, the back is much cleaner than the front. And you see there he hit, what, 311? Yep. Just taking a look at the surface, no creases, no stains. Very nice. I smelt the cards. They smell like you would expect from an old shoebox. In 1956, Bob's second major league season, he hit 311. Very good, Bob. All right. Let's put that on the stand and let's get to the last card. The last card I bought separately. This is another Facebook Marketplace deal. This guy had this card for sale for a long time at a really too high of a price. I never messaged him. About a month ago, he dropped the price. I said, okay, this card's worth investigating, it's worth looking. So I met him and I got him to come down a little bit on the price and took the card. So which card is it? It's a vintage card. It's not Bob Clemente. I really shouldn't say Bob anymore. It's Roberto Clemente before someone gives me heck for that. But let's have a look at this new card. The next card, 1964. What's it say? Reds. So you probably guessed it by now. It is the legendary Reds hitter, Pete Rose. So it's a second year card. I didn't have this card. Of course, I'm hunting for two of these cards, one for my set and one for my All-Star Rookie Cup binder. So I've got one now. Very happy with this card. Looked it over. It's off-center left to right, but top to bottom it looks good. The corners are all right. They're not perfect. I think if they were any more perfect or better, the price would be way, way higher. No creases. So little fuzzy rabbit ears on the corners there in the bottom, and perhaps on the top left-hand corner as well. But the card presents really, really well. There's the back of it, card number 125. So this guy originally had this for $900. And I'm like, okay, if it's an O-Pee-Chee, okay, I could see $900. That's even if they made O-Pee-Chee in 1964, which I'm pretty sure they didn't. But eventually the price dropped. I said, that's good price for me. I met him, looked over the card. I said, and then of course, the classic line is, what's the best you can do for me? And he dropped the price another $20. I've got myself a second year Pete Rose. So all these pickups were from last week. You know, Facebook Marketplace can be your friend. If you're patient and you keep your eye on the postings, you probably will get a lot of cards that you need or you want. And that's exactly what happened to me last week. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the reveal, and I'll see you in the next video.